In the beginning of every NBA 2K, there's always people in comment sections saying that I made a build wrong or I don't know what I'm doing when I'm making builds, and it's always so funny. You just play for about a week and a half and you finally start to understand how good these builds actually are. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my past Giannis build when I made this. So many people said I made it wrong. They don't know why I upgraded ball handling. They don't understand why I upgraded the mid-range. But watch this, guys. I'm telling you, this is going to be the best inside center build on NBA 2K21. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Zignify2K. We're back with another video. And like I said, man, it's been a while since we brought back our Giannis build. I know you guys have enjoyed it a lot. Now, this is a build that I enjoy playing on too. It's pretty fun. You know, of course, it's a different, unique type of play style. I don't really play traditionally like everybody else. And I'm going to show you guys the build. You guys can see it's only a 91 overall. But like I said before, I've been grinding a ton of different builds. If you missed my last video on my Kobe Bryant build, make sure you go check that out. It's a 99, very unique build. I think you guys will enjoy it. But let's go ahead and take a look at my Giannis build right now. Off the gates, man, does this build look good on paper? Now, I know you're probably thinking on the physicals, you know, it's probably lacking a little bit, but we're not even 95 overall yet, so not everything is upgraded. But compared to last year, having this very high driving dunk is a lot of fun. I do catch a lot of contact dunks. People were telling me not to upgrade the mid-range jumper, man, and I'm so glad I did not listen to you guys. I've been hitting this mid-range jumper pretty consistently. I'm still looking for that great jump shot. You guys know how difficult shooting is this year, and honestly, if it ends up how I think, it's going to get a little bit easier, so this mid-range shot is going to be even better than it already is. Defensively, everything looks pretty solid. This year we get a lot better rebounding. I went with 6'9". If you guys missed the video, go check it out. I have uploaded how to make this build. You know, very good lateral quickness and all that. We're still not even 99 overall yet, so all this will be in the 70s. And since I've been grinding a lot of different builds, I really haven't had the chance to max this out yet. But this build really isn't that difficult. Getting the finishing and defensive badges aren't that tough. We've got my one shooting badge, usually catch and shoot or range extender. I'm using catch and shoot, just kind of experiment with, you know, on the threes and stuff like that. Playmaking, we get 8 of them, so we got that. And then defensively, this is what we're rocking with right now on the threes. Now, I wanted to go back. So this whole point of this video was to talk about how I can speed boost and dribble with this build, guys. I have a 61 ball handle. If you watch my video on how to make this build, I told you the 61 plus the plus 10 that I'm going to have with takeover is going to allow a different threshold of dribble moves. Not necessarily, you know, pro dribble moves and all that. I'm still going to be rocking normal dribble moves, but it's going to allow me to do different things like that spin back, you know, not lose the ball when I do hop steps. It just kind of unlocks a new way that I can play on my Giannis build. Now, people asking my animations, this is what I use for dribbling. I think these are pretty good normal dribble moves. If you guys don't have that 85 threshold, I would definitely recommend using this. My dunk packages, I don't really have anything crazy, you know, just Giannis, athletic 360, stuff like that, and all the contact dunks. But guys, I know you've been enjoying the Giannis gameplays. It's a ton of fun because I can kind of play a different way than most people do on insides. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I've been working on a lot of different builds, so expect those to come out sometime this week. If you're new to the channel, man, hey, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, guys, so we're back in the park. The debut on the threes, playing primarily the center position on my Giannis build. Now, this year, this build can actually do a whole lot more. You guys can see going up against centers. I'm going to show you guys how mobile this build actually is. And it's always funny, man. Like I said in the beginning of the video, people always want, you know, downgrade your build or say you made this wrong or whatever the case is. But man, every single year, it just feels like I find out what to actually do and how to play on this game. But you guys will see, man. Like I was saying in the beginning, I have a 61 ball handle. A lot of people would say not to upgrade ball handle because it's pointless and it's a waste of badges. People say not to upgrade my mid-range. And you guys saw me knocking down shots. And I don't even have my full max out mid-range quite yet. But this build this year, guys, honestly, in my opinion, after playing on it for about a week and a half, it's better than my build last year. And I'll tell you why right now, man. I'm going to be able to do so much more on this build when it's fully maxed out. The 61 ball handle right now, guys, when I get takeover, I'm able to speed boost. And I'll show you guys some clips as we go through this. But if you guys saw the intro clips, I'm moving really quickly this year with this build and takeover. Even without takeover, this build is so much more mobile, it seems like, than last year. The ball handle really does make a big difference. Even though it's all, you know, pretty normal dribble moves and slow, it still makes a big difference when you're bringing up the ball. And I'm trying to get this build to 99 overall for you guys. If you guys don't know, 1v1 Rush drops on Saturday. and that's going to be the perfect chance to test out the mid-range jump shot. It's going to be the perfect chance to test out the dribbling and the ISO on this build, you know, something that you guys really want to see. But of course, if you guys missed my last video on this build, I actually brought it out on the 2s, and man, it was moving crazy, and I had to bring out the 3s, and then the next one will definitely be that 1v1 rush. Always videos like that do well, and I know you guys will enjoy me ISOing on this build, which I definitely have not seen many other people do, because one, they don't know how to, and two, if they tried, man, it would be pretty embarrassing. But you guys can see this is actually a pretty competitive game for one of the first games right here. These guys were actually, I wish I could have shown you guys the full video, but these guys were moving so crazy off ball. They would like wrap around, and kind of like the center would actually set screens in the middle, and they would wrap back to the corner. It was crazy. Definitely didn't see many people run, you know, 2K like this. It kind of usually is the way that we run it, but the way they were doing it was pretty interesting. But you guys can see I've got takeover. I got to move how I want, but you guys can see I can actually do hop steps without missing or, you know, fumbling the ball or anything like that. That's another thing that a lot of people tend to forget. Last year when I was 99.9 and had takeover, you guys saw I was able to do step backs and, you know, all that kind of stuff like that. And this year's the exact same thing. There's different animations that you guys will actually unlock. You guys can speed boost with this build. You could do that little behind the back or that turnaround move that you guys see a lot of people do on like play sharps or anything like that and shoot threes. And they had that move in the game last year, but this year you could do it once you move. But you guys can see the dignified spin to ice it out. It seems like nobody knows how to guard that quite yet, but you could do that move on this build this year, and the amount of space it actually creates is absolutely insane. But as we're getting to the second week of this, guys, we got about 2 more months of 2K21 current gen. Let me know down below your thoughts of the build or all the games so far that you guys have been playing. Is there something you guys want to see change for like a month? Because you got to remember, if you're getting next gen, you won't really be playing this game that much. But if you're not, man, and you still want to see some good gameplay, you guys got to let me know what you guys want to see with it, because I think there's a couple things they can change to this game, and it would be so much more fun. Like I said, if they had the shooting kind of how it was last year, I honestly think this would be one of the most fun 2Ks I played in a very long time. But you guys can see, look at this build, man. ISOing up at top of the key. I told you guys every year I learn how to dribble on builds like this, and they become a lot more fun to use. A lot of people have inside centers because this is probably the most, it's definitely 100% the easiest build to run, but I don't really see many people using it like how I am. I can bring it up the court, hit spin backs, jumping over people, all that good stuff like that. You guys will see this move right here between the legs, spin it back a little bit, mess up a quite, you know, just a little bit like that, spin back right there. That's the animation I'm talking about, guys. You don't see people do that. And once I do it, wide open contact dunk. It creates a lot of space. Obviously, people want to sit in the paint because not a lot of people can shoot this year. But if you can create enough space to where you're not just running in, you're getting like a full head of steam, and you can get contact dunks like that, not a lot of people are going to know what to do. But you guys will see this last gameplay right here. Like I said, I wanted to bring you guys some threes. A lot of you guys have been asking for the threes this year. And I'm telling you, man, the undersized center, it's pretty overpowered. The speed and vertical pie chart on this build is the only thing I changed from my build video. So if you guys would like to recreate this build, definitely go check that one out. I will leave the link down below in the description. But having this vertical and having this speed, it's a perfect, you know, build for the 2s. The only thing that's going to be kind of weird is the strength. I haven't really played any post scores yet, and I still do plan on making my post score. So I see your guys' comments asking about it. It's in the process of being made, but I haven't played any post scores, and I haven't played on any post scores, so I don't really know how overpowered these hook shots are. And I know the strength on those guys still have a 99. And when I get 99 overall, I'll probably have around a 70 something. So I don't know how bad that's going to be. Hopefully it's not terrible, because that's the only reason I would want to go with like a strength pie chart. But you can see just running the floor on this build, so much more smooth. It's so much quicker than these, you know, 7'3" builds. It's just a lot of fun to play with. But you guys will see again right here, snagging up over people and then taking it coast to coast. Like, look how quick that is. There's no way, like, this guard couldn't even catch up with me right there. I get the rebound and run coast to coast is easy, just like Giannis does in real life. But also, guys, last thing before we close this out, make sure to comment down below any builds you guys want to see. I still do plan on making a few more builds, but watch this right here. Spin back out between the legs. Hezzy, my guy just sits in the paint and he rips it. That's the only downside. He comes and blitzes me a little bit, but I can do moves like that. You don't see a lot of insides doing stuff like that this year, guys. Like, you can do that and create so much space. It's absolutely ridiculous. But you guys can see again, I just wanted the ball. Look at that speed boost. I know you guys saw that. That's the speed boost. I'm talking about. You could do that every single time off a Hezi, and it's actually so quick. It's unbelievable. You can see this nice little park layup by accident right there. But if you can master that move and do it every single time, I'm telling you guys, a lot of play sharps are doing that. You could do it on centers, and you guys saw how quick that was. If you can like shoot that mid-range off of it or even dunk off of it, it's going to be probably the most overpowered move in the game until they patch it. But you guys will see this between the legs, spin back out, got the guard on me, reaching, doesn't know how to guard it. Nobody knows how to defend me. 2 people in the paint, dunk on him for the game, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, hey, drop a like. But it's been your boy, Digging. Find him out. Peace.